Birth chart for Donald Trump. Planet aspects. The lights, the sun and moon. At the time of our birth, the planets, through their configurations and relationships, tell us something about how things were when we were born. Each planet points to special qualities within us. Yet, of all the planets, the two most important planets to astrologers are the lights, the sun and the moon. From where we stand here on Earth, the great shining sun by day and the reflecting moon at night are our constant companions. They have much to tell us as to where we have been and where we are headed. The sun, yourself and future. From the sun comes light, that which draws us into life. The sun represents all the changes we have not yet taken, that part of us that we have not yet experienced but are headed toward. The sun represents our identity, or self, in that it is toward these that we are moving and developing. Thus, it also represents that which we will become, older people, authorities, those we look toward, or up to. Our essence, or future. Teachers, gurus, and older, more experienced people are represented by the Sunday. The sun is hot stuff, those further up the road of life experience. You love to investigate, search, and explore. You are also very communicative by any means, talking, writing, broadcasting, even by car. Always going beyond conventions into whatever's new, exciting, and spicy. You are happy when caught up in the variety and complexity of life. Sun in Gemini. You will find yourself torn between an environment that is very comfortable and supportive versus a real need to grow, progress, and push out on your own. You are always being caught in the middle, forced to choose between surroundings that are supportive, but not progressive, and new directions that bring advancement that may be at the expense of your comfort. Getting these two opposing directions to work together may require some real compromising skills on your part. This could manifest as a love of history versus future trends, older persons versus younger, and so on. Moon opposition Sun. You find it easy to be compassionate, and others can see that you care. You also understand and have a natural appreciation for your elders, those who are more experienced than you. The arts, philosophy, and great ideas in general are what you enjoy. Future-oriented, you have a sense of your own destiny and value it. You look forward to seeing your ambitions realized. Sun semi-sextile Venus. It is easy for you to work with those in authority, those older and more experienced than you. You enjoy working with others and would make a good manager. An interest, and ability, in athletics, exercise, working with the physical body, the outdoors, and such, should be lifelong. Another form this could take is training or coaching others. You have a natural ability to express yourself and handle emotions, and you may like to perform a bit. A career in one of the entertainment industries is a possibility. Sun sextile Mars. Being successful in life is easy, for you have a built-in sense of how to approach and unravel even the most difficult problems. You have an instinct for justice and the law, and you always know how to approach a problem from just the right angle. This ability makes you a natural counselor or guide for others, in particular regarding vocational matters. Working with and helping older persons is also suggested. Sun trine Jupiter. Responsibilities are easy for you, and you tend to pile on tasks, one after another. You work very hard, with a gritty resolve, and can accomplish much. It takes a lot to overload your willingness to take charge and help out. Organizational skills are good, and a career in one of the physical sciences is quite possible. You find it easy to work with those in authority or those who are more experienced than yourself. Sun semi-sextile Saturn. You are unconventional, independent, and drawn to whatever is different and original in life. You hate being tied down with the drudgery of routine, preferring instead to keep your options open. You may find yourself involved in causes that go against tradition, revolutions of one kind or another, social or political. Your friends are probably also eccentric, in particular those in authority, older persons, and men who are nonconformist. Communication, computers, electronics, and everything new wave is what you star in. Sun conjunction Uranus. Any attempt to avoid confronting life at the personal level is bound to frustration. Your avowed goals and ambitions may tend to ignore questions of vulnerability and great sensitivity, and the two are forever about to meet and tell all. You would rather skirt your sensitive and vulnerable areas and concentrate on your career, but they always intrude and refuse to be banished. Although you yourself like to avoid personal issues, your interest in probing the secrets of others is very energetic. Sun semi-square Pluto. You seem to shine when it comes to practical matters or those involving work and career. You have an easy way with superiors or those in authority and can always manage to get the most out of any skill or ability you have. You like work and career. Sun semi-sextile my heathen. The Moon, the support system. Here is information about the kind of environment we create around us, our support system. It is not only the surroundings that we set up today, but the Moon also represents our past, the particular history and social background out of which we grew. Aside from our social background, the Moon governs all of the old habits that we have grown beyond. We tend to look down on, or back on, our Moon. It represents those experiences out of which we have come, all those younger souls who are unconscious, or subconscious to our own level. This is why it is said that the Moon is a mystery planet, for it is both our parent and our child, our parent in that out of it we were born, our child in that we can't but respond to others who are now living as we once did. You are even happy in austere settings, and enjoy getting back to the basics. Religion, truth, and the world of philosophy and ideas are of interest. Your love of simplicity is good for politics too. It brings out the truth and a sense of honesty in a group. You are freedom-loving, independent, and at times, even a trifle remote. You are not bound by relationships and are thus not much of a domestic. Moon in Sagittarius. You may find yourself torn between two loves or passions, a love of the past versus the future, mother versus father, a younger crowd versus an older crowd. A basic antagonism of home and surroundings against the need to grow, progress, and push on. Moon opposition Sun. You find it easy to work with other people and tend to pour a lot of energy into those around you. Your home and surroundings reflect this. When it comes to teaching or coaching younger people, you are a natural, always able to motivate and inspire others. With your powerful spirit, you enjoy your strong emotions and have an active social life as well. Moon trine Mars. You have a knack for always finding assistance in whatever career moves you decide to make. In fact, your ability to rally support makes a public career of one kind or another quite probable. Success is indicated in education, politics, or the law. You know how to attack and solve problems, whether personal or public. Chances are, your social skills mean that you are popular with almost everyone. Moon sextile Jupiter. You have little use for tradition, history, and the past. In general, your autonomy and nonconformist attitude tends to ignore the feelings of others. You seem to enjoy confrontation, going out of your way to challenge whatever is traditional and customary. Don't be surprised if those around you won't always give you the support you feel you deserve. Moon opposition Uranus. You keep your feelings and emotions to yourself and resent any attempt to analyze or probe them. Your home and surroundings are tidy and airtight, as well. However, you don't mind probing and dissecting the lives of others. This can't help but produce a strain in your relations with others, and you probably get very little support for your detective work. These two parts of you which seldom meet cause constant tension, resulting in periodic explosions. Moon sesquiquadrate Pluto. Everything seems to conspire to put you in the limelight. You always come off well in a group and manage to get your ideas across. Moon trine ascendant. The inner planets, Mercury and Venus. The planets Mercury and Venus have more to do with our internal and personal life than with life outside us. These inner planets are located between the orbit of the Earth and the Sun. We can look to qualities that are inside us. Venus indicates how we appreciate and measure our experience, how we value life. Mercury tells us something about how our mind works, how we think and communicate, our intrinsic brightness. Mercury, the mind and communication. Mercury is the light in our eyes, the ever-changing consciousness within us that moves from idea to idea. Thus Mercury has always represented thoughts, ideas, and the mental process in general. It governs not only ideas, but communications, too. Communications, by phone, letter, spoken, or however, are ruled by Mercury. Also thoughts, connections, phone wires, and everything that connects and conveys, even conversations. You sense things with the mind and understand that feelings are thoughts too. What does this or that thought mean? Where is it pointing? These are questions you ask. You use subjective rather than objective logic, intuition and gut instinct. Poetry, music, and the arts interest you, as do psychology and the psyche. Mercury in Cancer. You have a hair-trigger temper and it takes little to set it off. Your sharp tongue is well known and you use it before you have time to think, resulting in little mental and verbal explosions that you regret later. The sad part is that half the time you don't even mean what you may have said in anger. What is clear to those around you is that you communicate as much with your feelings as with words. People learn to look at what you do, rather than what you say. Your mind is very, very sharp. The less said the better. Mercury semi-square Mars. You find talk of the other world, and mysticism in general, to be a real hassle. You struggle to keep this and any spiritual material at bay and, like your mind, down to earth and quite conventional. It may be hard for you to think about spiritual matters, much less express them in words or thoughts. You like your dreams neat and are troubled when thoughts of other lives and whatnot intrude. You would rather not talk about it. Mercury square Neptune. When it comes to mental work, you have a perfect gift for research and investigation. You enjoy examining and analyzing, in particular when it comes to psychological and sensitive areas of the mind. Your ability to sift through the dross and come up with what is essential every time is exceptional. You like to discuss and communicate, again always at a psychological and very personal level. Others may find you just too intense. Mercury semi-sextile Pluto. Your love of talk, ideas, and expressing yourself to others may mean that your family and even your job may suffer. Your mind is often on your appearance, how you come across and relate to the crowd, to those around you. Mercury semi-square Myheaven. Venus, values and discrimination. Venus rules our values and sense of appreciation. When we appraise or appreciate something, whether that be another person or a new car, this is Venus, the sense of love and compassion we may feel. By the same token, this planet rules enjoyment too. Whether it be self-appreciation or just plain old decadent self-enjoyment by having a good time, this is Venus. When we go shopping or are on a spending spree, it is Venus that allows us to appreciate and value all the good things of life. Homeward bound. With you, the domestic scene is ideal. Marriage, children, animals, gardens, the whole works. You like to feel secure. Sensitive too. You are dependent on others and like to be taken care of, even mothered. You love music, can be very emotional, and tend to be protective. Venus in Cancer. An obvious sense of love, understanding, and compassion for others is present. This is coupled with a real feel for the arts, music, poetry, painting, and the like, and also a sensitivity for matters of value and of the heart. Sun semi-sextile Venus. You love to work with younger people and would make a superb teacher or coach. You appreciate a heartfelt approach and are an enthusiast if there ever was one. You understand and encourage emotions, feelings and creativity and find it easy to work in these areas. You value drive and the ability to get things done. Matters of the heart, marriage, and the like are areas where you can help others. Venus semi-sextile Mars. You value the simple life and have little use for pomp and circumstance. Your appreciation for hard work and discipline is natural and lifelong. You actually love responsibility and tend to pile on the work. Others may find you frugal or unnecessarily Spartan, but you love simplicity as much as they love opulence. You can discriminate the wheat from the chaff and put great value on organization. Venus conjunction Saturn. Your love of job and practical skills makes you a fine manager and business person. You bring a great deal of love to your work.